Hey guys, I wanted to share a little bit about my process around creating from frequency versus creating from knowledge. The example I wanted to use was a recent music DJ set that I had created, and there are certain guidelines or rules around what kind of songs you want to follow back to back, what kind of music you want to use, and I basically broke most of the rules around that, or the guidelines. And what I did instead is I set my intention. What did I want the experience to be like, to feel like? And then I received this tip from a friend of mine. I made categories. So it's about an hour and a half long set. So I made about 5 or 6 categories, and I said, well, the first part I want to be grounding. So that's kind of the type of songs I want. Then I want to build from the grounding. Then I want to do an expansion piece where people can just release. Then I want to do a release piece. Oh, yes. Grounding, building, tension, release, and then coming home. So that was kind of the spectrum I was going for, kind of like building it up in a sine wave and then coming back down. And my intention was to create an extremely embodiment, blissful, coming home into yourself kind of environment. And I completely achieved that. All the participants were very much blissed out, thumbs up at the end. And that's what I had been going for, so I'm really glad that it translated. But I thought I'd share this with you guys because often we have creative rules. Even in painting, you have the color spectrum. You know, when you use watercolors, you paint from light till dark. When you use oils or acrylic, you go from dark to light. Throw out the rules. Follow your intuition. Follow the frequency that you want to create. And some of you may ask, what do you mean by that? And what I mean by that is feel the kind of feelings that you want to evoke in others when they see, partake, or interact with your pieces. Whether it's a course, whether it's a video, whether it's a painting, whether it's a music piece. What do you want them to feel like? And I know if you're got an intuitive hit, you know, you're gonna flow right into it. You're not thinking about that. But when you're just like playing around and you're like, I want to paint today, and I don't really have an image I want to paint, I don't really know what I want to do yet. Start with, what kind of feeling do I want my painting to evoke? Do I want it to be a little uncomfortable? Do I want it to be loving and light? Do I want it to be a mystery journey where there's a lot of little things hidden around, so it's like a journeying through and then having a discovery? What kind of feeling, what kind of frequency do you want this to emit and then to resonate with people? And this is just a fun, different way of looking at it. And that's really kind of all I wanted to share. But yeah, it's like with the songs I picked, I listened to them. I felt how they made me feel. You know, was I just like feeling more grounded in my body? Was I starting to feel more activated? Was I starting to sway with the music? How was it affecting me? And then sometimes I was like, okay, I had a whole list of songs. I had 33 songs, and then I went through and I started arranging them. I'm like, okay, this one felt right, this one, no, maybe we moved this one around. And then in the end, I only ended up with 22 songs, which ended up giving me that hour and a half I wanted. But it created the environment that I was looking for. And some of the songs I listened to, and I was immediately like, I thought this was going to be good. I put it in there because it had a good beat. But now that I'm really feeling into the song, it doesn't fit the overall frequency and tension that I have for the set. So that's really how you can use your own feelings, your own intuition to see, is this right? Is this wrong? Will this work? Will this not work? And sometimes you think something will work and it won't. And sometimes you're like, as a maybe, I'll throw it in anyway, and then it's perfect. So don't try and force it. Just allow yourself to be in the games and the fun and the play of it, in that creative flow. And with that, Jess and I wish you happy playtimes and happy creation. Love y'all. Bye for now.